Yo, 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 God is so good. I tell you, He's so good. Yo, ah, I ain't even got no complaints really, right? So, y'all know, like, we've been off of work. Well, for the, like, the corporate people, we've been off work. I got off work on Thursday. Hold on, let me put my seatbelt on. I'm just so excited that I got out of this damn building. Yo, this is truly the best. This is truly the best. Oh shit, let me take this off of. All right, I think you can hear me now. So listen, they let us out of work early. Like, let me tell you first thing first. So I got to work at 8:07. I had my little chai latte and I punched in at 8:07. So I said, cool, 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 right? So mind you, when I get to work, I don't ever I know this is like it depends on what type of industry you work in, but I don't start working for at least an hour. I gotta take the motherfucking time back. I don't give a fuck. Listen, it's a different day. Listen, I done came a long ways from fucking working in a call center. Like when you work in a call center, you have no choice. You have to be ready and working. I haven't worked in call center in years, but if you do work in a call center, my heart goes out to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no choice. My work is really like based on like performance and like what I do, and I don't have nobody like cherry picking it and like going through my work to check shit. As long as all of my work is completed, there's really no complaints. So I got there at 8 o'clock. And then I was like, fuck that. I'm about to start working I got there at 8:07. Said, fuck that. I'm about to start work at 9 o'clock. So I started at 9 o'clock and then, my team lead came in or whatever. She mad cool. I started talking to her about like, my goals for next year. I did tell her exactly what I wanted to do for 2024. She thought it was amazing. So then as we speaking, the lady across from us, she's just like, oh, the systems went down at 9 o'clock. Like I was like, oh, I'm thinking that it was just gonna be a reboot, something was gonna just need to be rebooted and we were just gonna be back online. So I restart my computer and I'm like, oh shit, it's offline, like it's whatever. So I've been sitting there. What time? I've probably been sitting there since nine something. We got literally just got out at like a little bit after 11. So I'm just sitting there, just on my phone, just on YouTube, like doing some research about, something that I want to embark on next year. Like, I'm so excited about that too. Ooh, I can't wait to share the details. And like, she completely understood why it's not good to like share it right now because I was just like, I want to share it with my subscribers. But maybe I'll do that closer. I'm gonna give it about maybe like 3 months, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share it like once I remonetize my channel tomorrow, I'll share it with people who choose to get a membership, and it'll be something like behind the scenes. Even though I still know people can pre and do little weird shit like that too, it'll be something where I'll share it like behind the scenes, so you'll kind of know what's coming and what's next. I'm really excited about it. I know it's going to take time, it's going to take effort, it's going to take money, especially to do it the way that I want to like work this project. So it's gonna be really dope though. I'm excited about it. And then also I'm excited about like marketing it and getting it into the right hands of the people who I know who will appreciate it. So anyway, that's that. But then listen, today I was just at work and I'm like, you know what? Even though I'm gonna be honest with you, even though we came from we had a long break. Like we've been off since Thursday. I was honestly ready to come back to work today, and now I'm mad I wasted this fucking outfit. Fuck, like I don't like wasting my listen. I wanted to be at work for a full day, but it was in the cards. I'm telling you, when I tell you I had my coworkers cracking up, like yo, when they came up and they announced that we was getting off, I started acting like I was like having like I wanted to shout like it was the Holy Ghost. I said, "Oh, you ain't gotta tell me twice." But I tell you, I started packing up all them gifts. I packed that book bag up so fast, you would have listen. You would have probably been fucking dying laughing too. When I told you, like, they was like, you get to leave early, I said, oh, like, I started acting like I was having little mini convulsions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Jesus on the main line, tell him what he's yeah, he my friend. Like, yeah, rise, shine, give God the glory. That's how I felt like shit. You know what I'm saying? If you love him, why not serve him? That's what I thought when she said that we leaving and it was early 11. Oh, now I got stuff to do. Now I need to go make my little supermarket run. I was at the supermarket last night at almost. Did I tell you how God is really so good to me? I got pulled over last night after. Listen, let me tell you this. I got pulled over last night after leaving the laundromat. I left the laundromat probably like 10:35. I made my video I uploaded last night in my car, and that's why I'm just like, when you want to do content, it really don't matter where you at. Like I just did that shit. I literally recorded that video like 10 minutes in my car, uploaded it, boom, boom, boom. But I had this bad feeling about going to the store last night because I'm just like, I don't really like going up in this area, and plus I know it's something that I didn't like. I didn't handle. Like I need to do my registration for my car, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, I can do it today, being that I'm off. But I didn't do it, and the guy pulled me over. He was like, "It's the holidays. I'm just gonna let you go. Like whatever." I said, "Thank you so much. Thank you." Like you know what I'm saying? God is He really do be good to me. So thank you for that, and thank you for whatever systems were in play. You don't know. If, I don't know if this was some sort of IT thing where they fucked the systems up. Maybe somebody really wanted to be back on vacation today. But listen, baby, I'm happy where if you love him, why not serve him? That's what I'm on. Like, shoot, soldiers of the war. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. So now I'm about to go and get me some of my snacks from this place that I want to go to. I also want to get some breakfast sausage from there as well. I'm about to go home and take a. I'm not even going to take a nap. Nope, I'm not going home to take a nap. I'm probably going to go home and do something. Maybe I'll create a video and think about what topic I want to talk about. Maybe I'll go live or maybe I won't. Um, it depends on how I feel. But I ain't got nothing but time now. Shit, I'm gonna be home by 12 o'clock. It's 11. Wait a minute. Am I going the right way? Give me a second. Oh yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I had to reset my thing. So, okay, I'm at my destination now. Yeah, yup, yup. Off work early. Yup. Thank you so much. Like, I don't know if somebody finagled the system and they's like, I just want to be off. And then listen, tomorrow is our Friday. Today is the Thursday. We off on Friday for the holiday. I should go home and have me a little glass of wine for this. Like this calls for a little celebration. It's about to what you say? I'm about to decorate and celebrate. Hell yeah, pink fucking birthday. Off early. So hold on a second. Let me run up in here really quick so I could get my things. Get me a little snacky snack. Let's see who's up in here. Good morning, LaRon. Oh yeah, I was about to say it ain't morning no more. It definitely is still morning. Good morning, LaRon. I finally caught alive off early. No, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're blessed. Yes, exactly. This is a blessing. When I tell you all of my coworkers was happy, they was all laughing at me. They was all laughing at me. You could tell she happy to be here. Let me go up in here and get my shit really quick. What's up, man? Good. Let me get my little snacks from Trader Joe's and then be on my way. You know what I'm saying? I love Trader Joe's. I just don't buy everything here. I just get certain things. So, what's that? Oh, they got those oranges on sales for $2. That's a deal. I'm about to snatch a bag of those. Let me get a bag of peanuts. I like Trader Joe's because they got those. They like low sodium, so it's not like too much salt on it, and it's $2.99. So we get a bag of those to last for a week. I used to go to I used to go to what's that store? Sam's Club. Cause Sam's Club, you could pay $6 and get of this big thing of nuts. But it's like, who needs all those nuts? I don't need all that. But I would get them and then I would just bust them shits down. Let's see, what's the expiration date on this maple sausage? Damn, it's January 7th. That's too close. I just got some turkey bacon last night that had January 7th on it. I don't want no January 7th expiration date. What's this? 12/31? This shit should be on sale then. No, I don't want nothing with no 1/7. It got to be at least in the. What's this? January 7th? Don't look like we getting no sausage today because I just got turkey bacon last night. Wait, what's today? The 28th? So if I do go home, I guess I could make me some breakfast for lunch when I go home. That turkey bacon, I get at least 3 servings out of it. So, could I get this and it will last to the 7th? When's the 7th? Next week sometime? I guess I could get it, right? Let me see if they got anything in the back because they be trying to put all the later shit in the back. Let's see what this is. January 7th. Damn. Um, hmm. So today is Wednesday. If I have breakfast today and tomorrow, make it at home, I guess I could be done with that by. Yeah, I'll get it because I'll be done with it. I just wanted something that's a little pushed out. But I guess like with this, with a lot, I noticed with Trader Joe's with their breakfast sausage, it says that it's minimally processed. So I guess that contributes to the shelf life. So these are called Slimo oranges. Mm, I'm gonna try them. You can't beat it for $2. Born in Japan, raised in California. We'll see what it's about. Let me make sure I got the best one. You see, you get off work early and then you still spending extra fucking money. That's how it goes. All right, so I got my oranges, I got my peanuts, I got my breakfast sausage. I need to get my jerk. I need to get my jerk. Plantain chips. Let me get that. Where's that? Let's see. Okay. This is a really good snack. If you go to Trader Joe's, try the jerk style plantain chips. I do want to get 2 bags, but I know me and I'm gonna go in on them shits. I'm here. Might as well just get 2 because I'm gonna save. I'm gonna have some for my New Year's get together. I'm probably gonna mix that up in like a mix and put like some other things in it as well. Now, what else do I want to get? I think I'm gonna get my sparkling water. I like they have this. Where the fuck is it at? They have this. I think this sold out now. Shit. Anyway, they have this winter sangria, sparkling water, but I think they don't got it no more. That's probably a done deal now. Damn. I do still got some sparkling waters. Do I want to try this cranberry clementine? I don't really want that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. They have some blueberry lemonade one. Maybe I'll try this one. Yeah. I like to get. I come to Trader Joe's every week. All right, so we got that. What else? What else? All right, that's it. I think that's all I'm getting. Hello. I'm good. How are you? How are these wafer cookies? You ever had these? Mm, maybe that's a sign I'm gonna stay away from this. Right. I'm gonna get one of these fruit roll up things though. I always get these. Yeah. This is like a treat I get every time I come here. Let's see. Get the food from the back. Oh yeah, I always do that. But this case, they didn't have any. They ain't have all of the dates was January 7th. Do you want cash back? No. What I also like about Trader Joe's is when I return stuff, they don't question me. They just, it's no, right, right. I like that. Thank you. Have a nice one. Yeah, I like that because it's like if I'm bringing something back, don't question me. let me bring my shit back. And what really opened my mind up, well, what opened that up for me is that this lady, right? What's the name of those plants that people get, poinsettias, around Christmas? And this was really her fault. But she came into the store and she said, "Yeah, I bought all of these poinsettias, and I don't know if I got too many, but she was saying something about they went bad. They was just like, bring it back, like we'll give you your money back." And she didn't even have it with her, but they just told her to bring it back. So I like people. I like no hassle shit like that. Wait, where am I at? Okay. Yeah, I like that no hassle shit. That's one of the reasons why I go to that's one of the reasons why I eat at like Chick-fil-A or like Papa Do's, because they don't give you no hassle. And if I tell you my experience wasn't up to par, then they're gonna redo your experience. Like, to me, that's major. That's major. So now I got enough snacks through the break. I gotta find something to mix with that other um plantain chips, because I like to mix those. So, yup, I'm off early. Now I could go do my little gym thing, or maybe I'll go create some content. I don't know. Depends. So, anyway, are y'all off today? Or how many of y'all is listening to me from your office? And if you didn't get off early today, it's because you're supposed to be there. You know, you're supposed to be at work. I want you to all sit at your job right now and think about why you're there. And, don't use my situation and feel like you should be off. Don't be trying to sabotage the systems and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just you wasn't off today. Point blank. Deal with it. What's that shit from that lady from Jawbreaker? I killed Liz. I killed the team dream. Deal with it. That's a fact. Deal with it. Deal with it. Now I'm just unencumbered. Now I'm off, and I see all the people who do their shopping during this date. All of the people who are really off. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that I told y'all before I would be obsessed with. Like, when I would be going to work at 8 o'clock, when I used to work at this other insurance company, I used to see these people walking the other way while all of the cars is going one way, going to work. And these people they just lackadaisical on their phones, doing their little workouts, walking back towards the apartments where all the apartments were. I'm like, shit, I need this type of lifestyle. The fuck? Shit, pay attention to the people who going in the opposite direction when you going to work. It's like, damn. Even though we know that they could be doctors or nurses and they could literally be working at any type of shift, and maybe the mornings is just when they off and they do their exercising and stuff. You never know, or maybe they're just fucking millionaires or rich and shit. That's their morning routine. I want a morning routine where I'm not encumbered by people. But truthfully, honestly, I really do love my job. Like, I don't have any qualms or complaints or anything like that. Like, I really do love it. This is my this is probably my second job where I really felt like an adult, where I don't have nobody down my back just on some shit like that. I really, really love it. That's why I told you I get to work at 8 o'clock and I don't start until 9. Fuck out of here. Cause I know I'm gonna make that shit up. Like, I know I'm gonna make it up. Like, So yeah. You know what's so crazy? I'll be honest with y'all. Have y'all ever experienced this? Like, I had to literally force myself to keep these. I bought these Versace shades, right? I bought them probably, was it like in October, almost November? But I literally like had buyers like remorse, like, and I just feel like it's so many different things I could be spending money on, but I really wanted them. Like, they were on sale. I got a really good deal on it, but the time just passed where I was unable, like where I was able to bring it back, and I didn't do it because I had to literally force myself. Because I always feel like, damn, why am I spending money on shades, where it's like I could be taking this money to spend on so many other different things. So I had to literally force myself to keep it. So I don't know if y'all ever deal with like buyer's remorse, where it's just like, I don't know. It's not that I didn't feel like I deserved it, but hmm, I don't know. I just felt like I could have did something else. Like, I could have spent that money and went home to New York on, went home to New York with that money, or put the ticket for round trip for Christmas. That shit was like $600. It was like, damn. But why do we have to be encumbered by, or why do we have to? Why are those different amounts so daunting, like, over us? Of course, we got bills and different shit like that, but it's just like, for the price of being with family, I think that's unmatched. Like, it really is, because here today, gone tomorrow. It really do be like that. So next year I want to focus more on like spending more time with my family. Like my birthday is coming up in February. I really do want to go to Vegas. It's one of my favorite cities to go to, and especially like one of my dear friends who passed away. We always had a really good time in Vegas. I really want to go to Vegas, but I really want to see my mom too. You know, I feel bad. Like her birthday was on Christmas Eve. I didn't go home, so it's like even though you know, you have a system. My niece, she went and got flowers, and she went and got my mom a cake and wrote happy birthday and everything on it. My niece got the cake, so you know, she wrote it like it was from her. But even though like, you know, I paid for it, but it's just the fact that she had the cake. But it's like I wasn't there, and it's like I've been home in Houston. I've been in Houston for 8 years, and it's like I haven't really been home for the holidays. And I'm telling you, shit goes fast. It goes fast. Like, you want me to tell you one of the things I started to do to my mom too? You think about it. You have your system of people, and I don't know, some of you guys probably already, some of you ladies and gentlemen probably do this already, but I typically don't. I typically just speak to my mother, but I don't really be saying like good morning, like, you know, because that's just not our style. But what I started to do, I started to tell her good morning, like, even if she don't, my mother is one of those people, she don't like to be text back and forth like that. But I start just doing it just in case, you know, she picks her phone up and then she'll see it and be like, just starting something, because we typically just talk. We don't say good morning to each other, because I typically say good morning like to, you know, maybe somebody I'm speaking to on an intimate level like that, or a friend, like, you know. But why not tell your mother good morning every morning, or whatever the case may be? So I just started doing that and incorporate. Because listen, once your parents are gone, they're gone. Like, you know, they gone. So appreciate them while they're here, and just try to be. That's one of the things that I always focus on, is being more in the now of like the moment of, you know, just appreciating and being in the now of whatever that moment is. Like, you know, I guess I need to tell myself that too when I get to work at 8 o'clock and I don't start until 9. Fuck that. But I get all my work done. Typically, to be honest with you, I be done with work early. If I start work at 7 o'clock, I get off at 4. I get off at 4. If I start at 8, I get off at 5. And typically, whenever I start work, even with taking that little hour to myself where I'm eating my breakfast, scrolling the blogs, or doing whatever, I typically done with work by probably 3 o'clock, depending on when I'm off. Like, you know. So hold on, let me take these shades off because I can't see y'all comments. And the crazy thing about when I told you about like buyer's remorse is like the shades I have on now is a little $15 shades that I got from the Galleria. It's like, why did I pay all this money for these shades if I'm not even gonna wear them like that? You know, like what was the point of doing that? For some reason, I don't know. I feel like I identify with the cheaper shades for some reason. Like even in my profile pic, I got that up. I didn't when I got those shades. I had them for a while. I never took no new pictures. That shit don't really mean nothing to me like that. I just felt like I needed a quality pair of shades, because these little $15 shades, it's not real. Like, I don't care how many times you wipe it off. I like how they look. I like the design of it, but they're not like they look. The lens could look a little foggy because they're just not real. But I do like how they look, you know. So I had to literally force myself to keep them shades, because I'm like, I'm gonna bring them shits back. It's like, why did I do that? You know. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, let me see if I could read some of these comments. So true. What's up, Misha? Happy holidays to you. I hope all is well with you. Is you know what I'm saying? Oh, you watching me from Twitter too. Shout out to you. You be on your grind. Like you one of the people who like I'll be like, yo, you really took the ball and you ran with it. She's from my hometown. Like you really took the ball and ran with it, like on your whole like TikTok movement, everything. And I always told you, like people who are from like our part of the world, like I feel like just even in New York, I feel like when people look at New York, they always look at New York City and they see like, you know, either content creators coming from out of there or people just really popular. And I always felt like, yo, like we need to wake that shit up for upstate, like whatever it is, regardless of what we're doing. And you amassed a huge following. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's pretty dope. Like, just keep your foot on the gas. Like, keep that shit on the gas and um introduce new shit. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Like for next year, like I really want to do something different. You know, just something that I've always wanted to do, but I'll speak to you more about it, like behind the scenes. But I'll hit you up on Facebook. But it's something that I always wanted to do, and I just feel like while you got your crowd, like do things that are true to you, but like also introduce new, also introduce like, you know, different ways where you can make money, but in the right way to where it feels good. Like, I know you had your merch and all of that too, and your shit sold out crazy, like quick. So I just want to do more things that like feel like me and just leave my mark in my way. So shout out to you because you definitely took the ball. You ran with it. First, you was doing content on YouTube, and then I don't know why you stopped doing your content though, because you was doing a good job. Like everything is slow and steady. It takes time to like build, but you went to TikTok and you really like just ran that shit. So I appreciate you for real. Let's see. You said you love Vegas so much. Yeah, I do love Vegas too. Vegas is a dope spot. When you go out there, like I like to gamble a little bit. I don't like to spend all of my money on gambling, but I do like to gamble. But typically, yo, I'm gonna tell you this: when I gamble in Vegas, I always get all of my money back. I don't know what it is, but it's also I feel like I don't I I feel like if you gamble, you have to place good bets too. Like my mom, she one of those people. Shit, you could have $200 and go up to the casino, and you might be out of that bitch within like 30 minutes because the way that she bets, it's like if you not maximum betting, she used to just tell me like, yo, if you not maximum betting, like you can win some shit. Don't be honest. Like you can win some money, but you not gonna win the bulk of the money unless you maximum betting. And we will be listen, you whether that's on the penny machine, the dollar machine, the $5 machine, like you gotta really just get it in. So I learned that. So anytime that I would go to Vegas, I would never lose that much money. Like, because first and foremost, I'm not gonna I give myself a limit, like $200-300 the most. But my trip is typically just for experience and just to get away. So I've only been to Vegas once. I'm ready. Yeah, where did you stay at when you went to Vegas? I stayed at Treasure Island once, and then the other two times that I went, like earlier this year, and then like when I went back right before the pandemic took off, I stayed at MGM. MGM was really nice. I like what's that shit? I like the first one that I mentioned because they got some really good. I know that you think this is probably crazy, but they have this really amazing smelling lotion that they have at the hotel. And I was just, yo, I remember when the room service was there. Like I would be out there, and so I would see them stocking other rooms. I would be right out in that damn hallway taking like 5 to 10 bottles of that lotion. Yo, that lotion smells so good. It's some sort of like style lotion, but it just smells really, really good. Yo, do y'all remember back in the day? What was that lotion? That Razak. Yo, I don't know. I remember I used to always want to buy that and like put it on my hands, but then that damn perfume and that Razak used to make me sick sometimes. But I always wanted it here and there. Let me know if you ever had that Razak lotion that they sell at the damn beauty supply. For some reason, I would get that because it's like when you younger, that little like I don't know if it was more of like a perfume or a fragrance smell, but that shit was I don't know. I liked it. I liked it for a little while, but then after a while, that shit would be too much. It would be like overpowering. Yeah, it was Exabella Hotel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go back. I'm definitely so yeah. I'm kind of torn. The last time I was home was August, September. So what's that? August, September. So that's October, November, December, January, February. Before you know it, it's gonna be 6 months. I don't really want to go that long without seeing my mom again. Like things change drastically. Like with your parents, especially when they're elderly and they're getting older. Like my mom, they're like shit. I'm 40 years old. My mom, she's close to 70. It's like I need to continue to make my memories and make my mark. So even if you know, once my channel gets remonetized, and even if I do take my money from that and go home more frequently, that would make me happy. Like. So at least it would be like, oh, that'd be the benefit of me doing the content. It's like I need to go home more. And my mom, she's stuck in her way. She don't want to come to Texas, even though Houston is a Democratic city. She just looks at Texas as red all over. You know. But I don't think people realize this. Let me tell you the Democratic states, they control you more. And I realized that once I came to Texas, like, yeah, Texas is a Republican state, but there's more freedoms there for you to be a business owner. Like, I remember when I told y'all this story before when I first started my business and everything. Um, Texas, they want you to make money. They want you to be successful. They want you to not rely on the system and the public assistance and all that. They want you to get the money. And Texas, I believe they want to breed entrepreneurs every day. Like whatever your dream and ambition is, they want you to get the money. That's the vibe that I got. In New York, the cottage laws, like say that I had a cookie business, they don't want you to get the money. They want you to have a brick and mortar for you to be able to have a website and to sell product. If you have a business, say now I pay $100 a month for my website, right? But I make that money every month, even if I don't promote, right? So they want you. So in New York, you can have a website, but it only can show where you're going to be at. You can't have no transactions. And trust me, snitches will tell on you. They will tell on you. That's how New York is. If say there's a local shop, a local cookie shop, and they hearing about people coming to Cookie Confidant, and they're like, oh, they're getting a lot of business. They're gonna look to see, oh, do they have a brick and mortar? Oh, so they're taking transactions. New York is a whistle blowing state. They're gonna do it. Texas, they don't give a fuck. I mean, buy at your discretion from whoever you buy from, but they want you to get the money. And I really noticed that. Like, so listen, those are some of the stark differences from a Democratic and a Republican state. So I can understand now. Like, it took me moving down here to Texas to really understand why, like, certain views of Republicans. It's control. Like here in Texas, the gun laws is a little bit more lax, so you have the right to carry. In New York, it's not like that. So I don't want to just apply that whole cottage law and then the right to carry and all that. But what I'm trying to tell you is there's more control in Democratic states. That's just pretty much what it is. They can tell you what you can do and they can tell you what you can't do. That shit is whack to me. That shit is whack. So listen, you could have a mother, say you got a mother of five or a mother of two, a mother of one, and she came up with this really dope fucking cake business and she can make really good cakes and make really good money. Oh no, they don't want her to have no business because she doesn't have a brick and mortar. It's just too many loops that you gotta jump through. Why not allow a person to become an entrepreneur and be able to do their thing and to pull themselves up? They don't want you to do that though. New York, they like you gotta have a brick and mortar. You can't have no website sales. Now, I will say this: during the pandemic, I don't know if they got hip to it, but a lot of I gotta look this up later just to see like what I would be in for. Like, say if I did end up moving back home, what would I be up against? Because I think they did change some of the laws, but I don't think they're still really in the favor of the business owner. So I gotta look into that more. I don't know. Yo, I'm so happy I'm off. It's about to be 12 o'clock. I'll be home just in a few minutes. Like, what's fucking with it? There's nothing fucking with that at all. At all. And then tomorrow's my Friday. Shit, go back to work on Tuesday. Then that's pay week. It's like, shit, I feel like I just got paid. So I'm going to try to tie up some loose ends today because I do need to make some phone calls. I do need to make some phone calls. So I'm going to just do that once I get home. But shit, I'm just happy to be out. Like, real talk. California is Republican as fuck. Yes, do see mommy. Yeah. What's up, Quincy? Almost everyone I know from my area moved to Texas have great jobs. They even had their homes built from the ground up. Texas gives more opportunities than we know. Yes, that is a fact. That is a fact. Listen, any person who I know who moved away from fucking New York is doing better than they was there. I don't know. I just feel like it's a catch. Like even my mom, where she's staying at now, I feel like she could have so much more. Like, cause she's not like she doesn't pay a mortgage anymore. She's renting, but like just the location where she's at, like I just feel like she would get way more bang for her buck. Like maybe maybe next year I'll see if like, but see I don't. My niece, she's still in high school. Maybe when she graduates, I'll introduce the thought of both my mother and my brother moving down here. Maybe that'll be better then. Maybe it will be better then because she didn't want to move alone. So maybe if I introduce that thought, they'll be more open to it because she would see her money way more. And it's like I really feel like I need to be like around my mom more. So that's what I want to do in 2024. Like in 8 years, think about it. Them 8 years flew. No, did I spend? No, I did spend. I'm lying. I did spend one Christmas at home, and that was a few years ago. Yeah. So within the 8 years, I spent 1 year home. Yeah. Yep. That's not enough. It's not because, listen, here today, going tomorrow. Then I'll have all of these memories of, not spending the holidays with my family. I don't want to do that no more. So And then also, let me tell you this, not even to complain, but like I got a few friends down here that sometimes I spend the holidays with, but I noticed that like, and this is like just is what it is. Like it just is what it is. Like I feel like when it's the holidays, I'm the one who put the most effort into like the get-togethers and shit. And it's like if I'm gonna be doing that, I might as well go home and do that. Like you know what I'm saying? I might as well bring my ass home and do that, like with the people who I love the most. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I do feel bad. Like one of my friends, I know that they don't be having the money like that to like do anything really extra. And it's like I know that it's a benefit of me being around, but that shit gets old. That shit get old. And it's like you try to balance with being a good person and being there for people, but shit, I need to be there for my family. Like here today, gone tomorrow. Like shit, like, one of my brothers is sickly right now. He could be gone tomorrow. Like you just really don't fucking know. So I need to maximize my time, like in everything, and like I remember like when I used to work in New York, we did this self development course, and the whole message of the course was like be here now. Like I think it was from like it's like this guy named is his name Sean Delaney or Sen Delaney or whatever, but the whole focus was of like being here now. And I do realize that I'm not as close to home. I'm over 1,700 miles away from home, but I do need to be able to do better as far as like coming home more frequently. And if that goes into planning trips ahead so that the flights are not so exorbitantly high when I do book it, because I know that I probably could have got home for Christmas. It wouldn't have been as no, based on where I'm going in New York, flying into New York City is cheaper. And trust me, I've done all of that like math before. Like, oh, I'll fly into the city and then I'll bus it up to New York, or I'll take the train up. You still end up spending the same amount of money. And then when it's time for you to leave, you got to take the train all the way back to New York City to fly out of LaGuardia or JFK. It's just too much. It's too much. So it's just like pay the extra money, land in Albany, and then leave from Albany and go straight home. So it's just too much. And then everything with COVID and all of that, I know that it hasn't gone away fully, but I just don't want to be on the Greyhound. Like I hated the Greyhound when I did used to take it to New York. Like I know that's our way of traveling. Like for the people who live upstate going to New York City, like it's a way of travel, but I just don't be wanting to do that shit. Like nah. And then I'm not a driver, so I don't appreciate driving long distance. Nah, don't appreciate doing that either. So yeah, let me see. Yep, just pay extra. Yeah, you got to pay the extra because it's annoying going through all of that. You jumping through all these hoops, and then you got to land in New York City and go through all of that damn. Yo, also living down here, even though Albany is not overly populated, even living down here, I remember when I did go back home, like I was so annoyed when I got to New York City, like people everywhere, just everywhere. Like that should be too much. Like I need some space. Like give me some space. And let me tell you, it's this girl who I follow on Twitter. She's the one. I'm telling you, it's low key a gem. And I know that my friend Misha can speak to this too. It's low key a gem. Let me tell you something. When you live in New York, I don't care what part you come from. They listen. We are being duped. The quality of life, all of that. I know that they have crime everywhere, yes, but I'm telling you, I ain't saying it's the worst of the worst. But if you could see this apartment that my mom is paying $1,700 for, if you could see what she would pay for it down here, I try to tell her that she don't care though. And I remember when I was home, my aunt and myself and my aunt, we both asked the landlord, like, when are they gonna upgrade this for this amount of money? And they said this is upgraded. So now you talking to niggas like they stupid. For $1,700, all of the appliances should be stainless steel. They should be stainless steel. I don't give a fuck. Like I know you might think it's small. Like no, it should not be a white refrigerator. It should not be the ceilings that's the old school shit that we lived in like our first house. Like those old school ceilings where you could put your hand and hit the ceiling, and it's like that little thing that you could push through. That's not upgraded. But my mom, you have to realize also she's from a different time, and while the apartment is not, it's not up to date like where I would like it at all. Like what I'm saying, it's not up to date. But she don't care about that. But I feel like they getting over on her. So here in Texas, I just feel like you get a better quality of life. Like especially if you living in New York City and you paying thousands for rent, baby, you are being duped because it's like not only are you paying exorbitantly high amounts for rent, but then also like the shit that you got to deal with, like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that you got to deal with, like where you living at. I just don't feel like it's fair. It's not an even trade at all. It's not. It's not. So you got to be able to look outside of your situation. Like, yeah, it's uncomfortable. Of course, nobody likes leaving. Like, yo, I uprooted my life and I moved here to Texas. I did. If I say I went through, I don't think I went through any depression. I just knew what to expect. And that's another thing when y'all move, you got to realize what to expect. It's going to be different. You know, down here, and like, I don't know if the South is like this in its totality, but I will stop going to places because in New York, where I'm from, I'm used to just hopping out on the street and being able to go in Walgreens or go into CVS. Here, you got to drive up into everything. And there's been many times where I needed stuff. I'd be like, nope, I'm not stopping. I don't feel like driving all the way up into the plaza, all of that shit. No, I'm not stopping. So it's little things like that you got to get used to. Is more traffic down here? Yes, it is more traffic. Of course, it is. And shit, I even went through some road rage when I first moved here. I told y'all about that shit. Yo, I went through some road rage because I just not did not understand why it's taking me almost an hour to get somewhere where I'm literally only 15 minutes away. Why is it taking me an hour to get somewhere where I'm 15, 20 minutes away? Oh, that shit drove me crazy. But now I find traffic relaxing. As long as this phone is charged up at 100%, and I got a phone charger now, so that really don't matter. Long as this phone is charged up, I'm good and I'm on time. You got to just leave early. So that's just what it is. Like today, I got to work mad quick because school is out. You just gotta, you know that after the holidays, I never forget that. Even as an adult, after Christmas, school is not back in until next year. So I was like, yes, I get to leave. I could leave at like 7:15, and I still landed on. Listen, I left home at like 7:15. I still got to work at 7:45. Like that's 30 minutes. Traffic was a little. I mean, in certain areas, but then it freed up. But to me, that's good. If I could leave every day, now when school is in, no, you gotta give yourself at least, you gotta leave at least an hour and 10 minutes early because you don't know if you're gonna catch a accident or what. I feel great having that not being in customer service and being able to just have that leeway though, because shit, I get to work whenever the fuck I want to, as long as it's before 9 o'clock. But oh, let me read some of these comments. In New York City, you pay for location, but listen, what are you actually paying for? Because I know people who live in Bed-Stuy and like Brownsville, and they paying too much money for them cities. I'm sorry to be subjugated to certain conditions in certain areas. I'm sorry, and then it's almost like you're working to you're working to just to just survive there. You're not actually living, like, and that's what be so weird to me with like people. Trust me, I like little designer things like that. I don't buy a lot of designer, but that be the thing to me. It's like so many people who I know in New York City that rent is high, and it's like you still like they still be like obsessed with designer heavily, heavily. Like like I don't want to say a person is barely breathing, but you basically just trying to keep your head above water, and then you worried about being dripped out and all of that too. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, I had this like, and it wasn't for me, it wasn't so much about money, but like this was years ago when my money like was like I was kind of like just doing a little bit too much. I'm be like, okay, you want to go shopping every time you get paid, you want to smoke weed every day, then you want to go out and eat too and do all of this. You're doing too much. And certain people, they don't get those, they don't reflect like that. I always reflect on how I'm spending too much money. Certain people just do not reflect like that. They don't. Like, think about it. And we know that, listen, today is not the best that you'll ever be. You'll have more opportunities to make more money. But think about it. You want to smoke weed, then you want to eat out every fucking day, then you want to go out too. Then you need new outfits every time you go out because you don't like repeating shit. And when I moved here to Houston, I had it bad because it was like I can't even blame the people who I was around, but people were constantly inviting me to shit all the time. And it's just a part of my personality. I felt like I needed new clothes all the time. And back then, I was on that phase where, oh, I was only wearing polo. Like, so imagine you going out, somebody invites you out, that's gonna cost you just with the outfit or whatever, just with the shirt, that's gonna be $100 and over. I remember one time I wanted to go out. Somebody invited me out, and I got this denim polo shirt. That shit was like $175. Like, just doing too much. Too much. Hold on, let me read some of these comments before I go in. Everything is in New York City. You paying to have anything you want. Shit, everything is everywhere else too. What is it that you feel that you saying everything is in New York City? You paying for everything? No, I don't believe that. Plus, the subway makes living great if you. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's your mindset and where you live at, but I'm telling you, you need to look out if you want to. You need to look outside of that because I'm telling you, you being taken for it. You are. Until you move and then you see what's going on in other places, you don't realize it. Like, what is at your fingertips that you really need? Like, and it can't. And I also believe Tavarius. That's based on where you are in life. What can you? Because you can walk to the sneaker store, or you can, you might have like the West Indian food or like different food that you want to get. To me, that's not enough. It's not enough. Like once I moved here to the South, like I remember how we used to be like, oh, New York has the best Chinese and the best pizza. That may be true, but when I moved here, that shit did not even matter. It didn't matter. I feel like the quality of living is so much more important to me versus being having like the best food at my fingertips or and it, to be honest with you, it's not even the best food anymore. Like it's good food, but I remember saying this to people when I first moved here. They'd be like, "Oh my God, like you're from New York, so I know that y'all have great pizza." And I used to tell them like, I don't know if it was the response they was looking for, but I'm like, it's so much more to good food, more to life than just good food. There's way more to life than that. I feel it is. Um, yeah, the traffic is bad depending on where you live at. I mean, yeah, and also depending on how close you are to wherever you work at. Like I remember, like I love where I live at. Right, it's a few cities that I will stay in. I love Sugarland. I love Fresno. I love Missouri City. I love those three cities. I love Richmond too. So I remember somebody was telling me they were just like, "Do you plan on moving closer to work?" I'm like, "No." The fuck? Like I done been here for almost 8 years now. I'm used to driving 30. Listen, I used to work somewhere. I used to work up by the airport. It used to take me almost an hour to get to work. No, I'm not moving from where I'm. No, I like my little areas that I stay in. Nope. I think I am gonna move next year though. But yeah, I think I am. It's yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to find like another, and then when you move, you need to like start plotting and planning like earlier, like ahead of time, because I really do like where I stay at now, but I do want to move, so got to get another two-bedroom. No, that's mandatory. Got to have a two-bedroom. Have to. So let's see. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. So listen, y'all, I just wanted to come and chit chat. I was so happy to get off work early today. The priority should to be live where you can be most successful, support the lifestyle you desire. That is a fact, Barbara. And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like living in New York, you didn't make good money unless you live, unless you, and even working from this for the state. You know what I thought was so fucking controlling for the state of New York? Let me know if you could, if you understood this. If you know people who work for the state, you can't work no other job outside of that. They have to be in the know if you have a part-time job, and it's not like they're paying you a lot of fucking money. I thought that shit was so weird. This lady worked at one of my jobs before, and she said that she wasn't even supposed to be working this part-time job and how she had to get approval from the state to be able to even have a part-time job. She told me how much money she was making there. It's like it's too much control. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where it's like you can't apply it to everything, but that democratic state shit is really, they control you like a motherfucker. Imagine you having one job. Say you got 3 kids and and you make an income of, say, and I know that this lady had 3 kids. At that time, she was probably making like $38,000 then. So she wanted to get an extra job so that she could bring in an extra $10,000 to $15,000 per year to boost herself up. And she had to get approval for that. She had to literally prove that she was just making ends meet. Why do I got to go through all of that and show you? Huh? Why do I got to jump through all of those hoops just to tell you that I need more money? What if I just wanted more money? What if I wanted to make more money to pay off my you know, student loan debt or whatever? That's just too much. That's why I'm saying it's the control. It's the control. I'm talking about art and opportunities. I mean, art is here too. I think it's better opportunities in the South, to be honest with you, Tavarius. You just got to look into it. Like, I'm not going to lead you astray and like make you think. I know for a fact that black people are thriving more in the South. I'm telling you, they're thriving more. Imagine if you have your mindset that you pay $3,000 for rent, and then you say you even took that same mindset and you brought it down here, like, okay, so I know that it's going to drop. Like the amount of rent that you're going to pay is going to be substantially less. But say you say, okay, I make enough money, I want to pay 3,000. My nigga, you're gonna be living in a fucking, like, I ain't gonna say it's a kingdom, but you're gonna be living in, if you can pay 3,000 and you make that enough to pay in rent, or if you pay 2,000, the where you would be living at would be substantially better. Like, way better. Way better. Way better. I remember randomly being a part of a train next to Deepak Chopra and look how the projects is literally next to $1 million buildings. Mm, I mean, the South is where it's at, and I never saw me living in the South. See? It is where it's at, and it's, I feel like it's where I'm supposed to be, and I feel so bad though. Like, this is one of the things that make me feel so bad, is that, with knowing that my mom is like aging, getting older, like, unless something critical happened, like, I feel like I would not move back home, and it's just like New York is just not my home anymore. It's where I'm from, like. It's just, and I feel like the same way that like Tavarius be like, carrying on and all of that. I was like that too. I'd be like, I'm gonna die in New York. I'm gonna, nope. And then I realized what I'm getting for my money. No, I'm not gonna die in New York. Mm-mm. Nope. I see myself within the next year or two. I'm gonna be buying a home here. Yep, this is exactly where I'm gonna be at. This is exactly where I'm gonna be. So, I'm from Miami, so maybe that's why. Yeah. What's up, lady? Every person who I know who left New York, they never returned. Even my friend Misha, she bought a home where she's at. Nobody is turning back. So listen, y'all, I made it to my destination. I really want to get in and get my stuff put up. So I might do a video later, or I might go live or whatever. It really just depends. But yeah, I just wanted to come and say I'm happy that I'm off. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I'm off. So listen, be blessed. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. Shout out to everybody who's viewing on YouTube and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So be blessed. I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Peace.